All right, everyone. So it's Friday night. I'm getting ready to go out. This is the look. I'm feeling but before I go out, I've got a pregame. And the only way I pregame is with an ice cold Bud Light.
A few moments later.
So good.
That's cute. I remember when I had my first beer.
All right, guys, real quick explanation as to why I am re-releasing this video. So I released this video on my channel about 2 weeks ago, and after it had been up and running for around 24 hours, the YouTube's overlords deleted it, took it down, completely gone without warning, and they hit me with a copyright strike. So I figured I would just edit out the copyrighted part and re-upload it onto my channel. So that way, in the future, when historians are looking back and trying to figure out exactly how and why society collapsed, they'll be able to parse through each one of these videos individually without missing anything. I'm just kidding. In all seriousness, so for those of you guys that have already seen this video and don't want to watch it again, I do apologize, and I completely understand. However, I will be adding on something a little special to the end of this one. It is one of the funniest and creepiest memes I have ever seen of Joe Biden. I'll give you a hint. It has to do with that first Bud Light clip. Some of you may have seen it and know what I'm talking about, but if you haven't, I highly recommend you check it out. Secondly, to those of you guys that donated to sponsor the next video in the past couple days, I will get you guys on the next one, I promise. That, trust me, there is no shortage of content out there. We got videos on deck, but the person I shout out for the sponsor of today's video is from 2 weeks ago, so this is the only part that I'm editing in this video, and I hope there's a smooth transition from this edit into the next part of the video. There probably won't be, but at least you guys now know what the hell's going on, so I appreciate that. Also, if you're wondering what's going on the screen here, well, this is a non-binary person, shocking, I know, who spent $12,000 on piercings, tattoos, body modifications, and plastic surgery, all to look like this. This is no accident. It looks like a train wreck, but it's no accident. Oof.
Why? Why would you do that to yourself?
All right, one more real quick edit so the transition into the rest of the video makes some kind of sense. So the original video is about how Ford and Adidas decided to get woke and follow in the footsteps of Bud Light and Target. So here we have a recent commercial from Ford where they wrap themselves in rainbows, #VeryGayRaptor. And keep in mind, this is 2 to 3 weeks before Pride Month even started. Roll the film, please.
First of all, gay. Second of all, stupid.
So there you have it, the new gay Ford commercial. And we're going to be wrapping it up on all this very gay Raptor and Ford Pride stuff in just 1 second. And we haven't even talked about Adidas yet, so stay tuned for that. But I think what pushed it over the edge for me with this whole Ford Pride thing is they decided to go film a scene at a World's Strongest Man competition where one of the world's strongest men thought it was important that he tell everybody he likes to suck. I don't know why he thought that was important. Everyone know that. I don't know why Ford thought it was important to incorporate their new Raptor campaign with his sucking, but apparently they did. Check it out.
So I've actually been competing in strongman since 2009 when I was 17 years old. And in 2013, I won the amateur national championship in the US to turn pro. Shortly after that, in 2014, is when I realized for myself who I was. For so many years, I had been ignoring who I was, and woke up one day and realized how tired I was. Fortunately, when I came out in 2014, I really learned how special this sport is.
It's just ridiculous that in this world, 2022, how can that upset somebody for who they are? How does it matter to you who Rob's, intimate with, who he loves?
For the strongman community, I think he's well accepted. I mean, he's a fun guy. He's a fun guy to be around. I mean, we appreciate Rob a lot.
We all support him. We all love him. And yeah, we're always going to be behind him.
Full pun intended, it lifted this weight off of my shoulders of this burden I was carrying for so many years. I was able to take that energy and put it into competing and into strongman. My Instagram name is literally the world's strongest gay. So I put it out there really as a reminder to people that sexuality has no bearing on things you can achieve in life. Seeing the Very Gay Raptor in person and what Ford is honestly doing is one of the coolest things we've seen from a global brand like this. I think during Pride Month, especially in June, a lot of companies show their pride, but it's what do they do outside of those other 11 months of the year?
This sounds very gay.
I need someone to explain it to me like I'm a child. Why there has to be a Ford truck wrapped in rainbows with pride written all over it, why there has to be a parade in a month, and why that guy Rob, who seems like a decent, hardworking guy, why he needs to tell us all that he likes to other guys. Why? I mean, Rob said himself, your sexuality shouldn't determine, what you can do in life or whatever he said. And then the other guy said, why do people care who he's intimate with? I truly don't give a They're the ones pushing it down my throat. I don't care. I've never once in my life told somebody I'm straight and wore some kind of jersey that said I'm straight and went to a parade that indicated that I'm straight. Anyway, moving right along. Oh, Jesus. So this is Adidas. This is the new women's Adidas Pride swimsuit. You can go look it up right on the Adidas website. For $70, you can get this horribly ugly Pride swimsuit. I mean, regardless that there's a guy standing there wearing it, the bathing suit is atrocious. Ugh.
That is weird. Just a big bulge in your pants.
Wow, what an ugly bathing suit. I have a feeling they're not going to sell too many of those, but I might be wrong. Anyway, that's besides the point. Nowhere on the Adidas website did it say that model is a trans woman. I mean, what? The hamburger meat on the chest and the... For all we know, they could have just said, here, let's with these people some more. Stick this woman's bathing suit on that guy and stick him on the website and in the catalog, and we'll see who complains and who doesn't. What? What do you... Anyway, so this person right here doesn't think that the United States of America is trans inclusive enough. So what we saw with Dylan and Bud Light and Ford and the world's strongest man there and Adidas and whatever the that was. This person doesn't think that the United States is inclusive enough to trans people. Roll the film.
I'm at Salem Pride, and I literally can't f***ing go. Like, I'm just sitting in my car, like a mile away from Salem Pride, and I can't go in. And you know what? What is there to celebrate? What is there to celebrate in America? Nothing. Pride should be nothing but a protest these days, but it's still not, and nothing's getting done. How can I justify watching a pride parade and watching all these people go by prideful when it does nothing to stop the problems going on? I'm so tired of America, and I'm so tired of the world that we live in. It's like, do people not know that, like, if I lose my right to HRT, I won't be alive anymore? My family knows that, my partner knows that, and there's just nothing to be prideful of right now. I don't know what to do. I feel like a phony if I go show up.
You're a pussy.
It's so sad that young fella has no idea how good he has it here in the United States. But there's always Saudi Arabia, right? I'm sure people would crowdfund for your plane ticket if you said you were leaving. Anyway, before we go any further, we have a... You guys hear that? What is that noise? It sounds like there's a freight train about to go through my front yard. What is that? Jesus, it's getting really loud.
What the f*** was that?
All right, before we go any further, I want to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to leave this picture on the screen for your viewing pleasure. Now, we've seen a lot of this lately where these guys go into the ladies' room and take a selfie and then post it online. Anyway, today's video is being brought to us by Mike Brooks. Mike Brooks, thank you so much. First time sponsor. Thank you so much for sponsoring today's video, Mike. I truly appreciate the support. Now, if you'd like to, I can't even talk. If you'd like to sponsor the next video and help support the channel, there is a PayPal link in the description box below, and I will say your full name as a sponsor of said video unless stated otherwise by you. Once again, Mike Brooks, thank you so much. It says requisite work bathroom selfie. It Monday for sure. Sounds like John Fetterman. It me.
Man, you are one twisted.
Hey guys, real quick before we go any further, if you haven't yet and you enjoyed the video, could you smash that thumbs up button? They're telling me that it helps with the algorithm. I don't know, I can't tell, but we'll give it a shot. You guys are always great at smashing the thumbs up button, lighting that comment section up, and sharing these videos out. So thank you. So I'd be willing to bet that this young fella has more than just a couple of ladies' room selfies in his phone. The comment says, "Glad I'm a real woman. Must suck to have to pretend." Here's his response. Roll it.
Hey there, Leah. You wrote, "Glad I'm a real woman. Must suck to have to pretend." So you seem a little confused about what a woman is. So let's dig into it. So gender is an internal sense of self, how you present to society, and or the roles that you play in society. For me personally, I have a strong internal sense of self that tells me that I'm a woman, and I present feminine. I don't particularly care about stereotypical feminine roles, so I don't identify with womanhood in that way. Sometimes being a woman means that you line up with being female, and that just means that you're cis, and that's okay. Sometimes it doesn't, though. Like in my case, I am male, but I'm also a woman. That makes me transgender. That doesn't make me any less of a woman, though. So you used the word real up here. Now, we are both real women. Cis women, like you, are real women. Trans women, like me, are real women. We simply have different bodies, different experiences, etc. And there's nothing wrong with that. That is okay. I hope you have a good day, Leah, and I hope you learned something here.
You know, it's amazing. You are 100% wrong. I mean, nothing you've said has been right.
I'm convinced we are being trolled. They are trolling us. These people are master trolls. That young fellow woke up this morning, slapped a little eye makeup on and said, "I'm going to with these people on the interwebs." And that's exactly what he did. Wow. Anyway, this next one, the comment says, wait, can I ask about the name of the piercing? Oh yeah, this one's about piercings. It's a little weird. I'm a trans man, but never heard of them, and I'm curious. Roll the film, please.
Totally, yeah. Technically, a gender-affirming piercing can be any piercing that you get that affirms your gender. Think of, earlobe piercings for women. But when a lot of people say this term, they're referring specifically to piercings that help with bottom dysphoria for trans people. The specific piercings that I got are inner labes. A lot of trans masculine people will get these piercings and get them done at a large gauge and wear big heavy jewelry in it, and it can emulate balls. And when you're wearing this type of jewelry and these piercings, it can affect the way that you have to sit and stand and walk in a way that makes your body language appear more masculine. A lot of people also just find it really affirming to have that physical weight there. If you want to hear more about what my experience getting these piercings was like and what they're like so far for me, go to the next bit.
I don't know anything about what you're talking about.
Listen, I knew nothing about that with the piercings. First of all, I don't even know if what she said is true. I didn't know people got their undercarriage pierced to simulate the wedding tackle. I don't know. Anyway, guys, we are going to be wrapping it up on this one because I just cannot take anymore. I'm fairly certain you guys can't either. We've all had way too much brain AIDS for one day, and we've heard a lot about reparations lately on this channel, so we are going to be wrapping it up with this gentleman at a city council meeting, I think in Tampa, telling us he wants his reparations. He wants his reparations. Well, anyway, guys, clearly things are getting crazy out there, so please take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Till next time, I love you guys. Peace. Roll the film.
All this nonsense, homelessness, and all this other garbage y'all talk about, police violence and all this stuff, don't nobody care about that. Don't nobody real care about that. We care about our reparations, and we have to put white people on notice that we want our reparations. That our foreparents and us, we didn't work for free and underpaid and all this nonsense, and the white folks get away with it, and they talk about the great city they're building. No, we want our reparations. $3 million per person. $3 million per person right here in this city. That's the only thing black people got to care about. All this other little nonsense y'all talk about, we do not care about.
I have only one thing to say. Go yourself.
All right, everyone. So it's Friday night. I'm getting ready to go out. I'm feeling but before I go out, I've got to pregame. And the only way I pregame is with an ice cold Bud Light. So good.
Why are you gay?
And you ain't black.